Out and About TV. Travel, adventure, and RVs. Join Sharon and Tom each week as they travel America in a 30-foot trailer exploring and living the RV lifestyle. From trip and product reviews to RV show reports and an unfiltered look at life on the road. This is the show for you. Welcome.
Hey, welcome. Thank you so much for coming by. On behalf of Sharon and myself, we really appreciate it. Got another great show lined up for you this week. And make it a point, put it on your calendar. Every Saturday at noon, we talk story about travel, adventure, and RVs. We've got some great shows in the library, and you'll also notice a whole bunch of shorts. And then we've got some other great stuff coming up. For example, we're going to be talking about water systems. We're going to be talking about the new tech revolution in RVs. We're going to take a trip to Glacier National Park. Ooh, looking forward to that. We're going to talk about RV forums and some of the characters that you meet online and some of the bad advice and bad manners that people have in online forums. Also going to take a look at portable DVD players. That's coming up. Ooh, sex in the RV. Oh, going to talk a little bit about that, about relationships and how being on the road full-time can be straining on some of your relationships. Going to talk about boondocking 101, that and buyer secrets and lots more. And our t-shirt giveaway is still going on. Just send us an email. Address is right at the bottom of your screen, Out and About RVTV at gmail.com. And we really appreciate your thoughts, your ideas. This is your tribe. It ain't just me. So let us know what you'd like to see. Coming up this week, we're going to talk about great RV and camping gadgets under $50. How about that? And then we're going to take a trip and visit my ex-wife. We're going to swim with the Manatees in Crystal River, Florida, at the National Wildlife Refuge there, and some other great stuff. So we're happy that you're here. Please tell your friends. We got a lot to get to. Buckle up, and away we go.
Out and About TV. We've done the legwork for you, watching, analysing and curating the top RV YouTube channels that cover everything from trailers and fifth wheels to vans and mobile homes. These RV YouTubers have turned their passion into full-time careers, influencing the RV community and even shaping industry trends. Channels that entertain, educate and inspire with hosts that have the heart of a teacher. Stop by and we will examine what these channels are covering. And it is more than just entertainment. Just consider Out and About your personal digital campfire. For all things RV.
This week's RV Channel Spotlight. This week's RV Channel Spotlight shines on one of the most popular and relatable full-time RV channels on YouTube, Fate Unbound. Fate Unbound was hosted by husband and wife team David and Ro Heiser. Back in 2017, they did something many of us only talk about around the campfire. They sold their house, got rid of most of their possessions, and hit the road full-time in an RV to pursue a life of travel and adventure. Their mission was simple: stop waiting for someday and start living the life they wanted right now. Over the years, David and Ro built a loyal following by sharing the realities of RV life. Now, after their divorce, David continues on the journey solo. The channel continues to cover everything from campground reviews and boondocking locations to RV repairs, upgrades, maintenance tips, and the simple day-to-day challenges of living on the road. Unlike some channels that focus only on the glamorous side of travel, Fate Unbound isn't afraid to show the breakdowns, repairs, and occasional frustrations that come with the lifestyle. One thing viewers appreciate is the emphasis on budget-friendly travel and finding free or low-cost camping opportunities. The site has become particularly well known for boondocking content and practical advice for RVers looking to stretch their travel dollars while still enjoying incredible destinations. Today, Fate Unbound has grown to almost 150,000 active subscribers and has accumulated more than 22 million views across more than 400 videos. That's a remarkable achievement for chasing a dream and bring viewers along for the ride. Another thing that makes the channel stand out is its authenticity. The RV community often praises Fate Unbound for being down-to-earth, very approachable, and willing to share honest experiences, rather than presenting a picture-perfect version of life on the road. Their videos often feel less like a production and more like traveling with friends. Like many who choose the full-time RV lifestyle, David faces challenges along the way head-on. In recent years, he publicly shared with his audience the decision for the two to go their separate ways. To their credit, they approached the situation with honesty and openness, keeping viewers informed about the changes in their lives and the future of the channel. Today, David continues his travels on the road, solo, demonstrating that while the journey may not always go according to plan, the spirit of adventure can always endure even through life's most difficult transitions. Many viewers have expressed admiration for the grace and transparency with which he handled a deeply personal and challenging chapter of life. If you are interested in full-time mobile living, boondocking, campground discoveries, practical RV tips, or simply enjoy watching the pursuit of adventure on their own terms, Fate Unbound is definitely a channel worth checking out. So congratulations to David Heiser and the entire Fate Unbound community. They keep the wheels turning, the campfires burning, inspiring others to break free from the ordinary and explore what lies beyond the next bend in the road. I am Hope, and this is Out and About TV. See ya out there.
Hey, every week, tune in. We're going to keep cataloging the best in RV channels on YouTube and tell you what they're all about and save you a little bit of time there. Thanks a lot for tuning in. So in this week's feature, what are the best tools and gadgets for under 50 bucks? One of the biggest myths in the RV world is that you need to spend a fortune on gadgets and accessories to enjoy camping and hanging out in your RV. In fact, I recommend that people don't buy anything. You know, you buy your hitch, you buy maybe some chocks, a few things like that, but just live in the RV for 90 days before you decide all the stuff that you're going to need. And I think you'll find that you can do with a lot less than you thought. The truth is, some of the most useful tools I've ever carried cost less than a tank of gas, and many come in under 50 bucks. Today, we're counting down some of the best RV and camping tools that you can buy for less than a sawbuck. Is a sawbuck a 50? I'm not sure. These are the little gadgets, gizmos, and problem solvers that can save you time, aggravation, money. Yeah, when you're out on the road. Let's get started. Number one, leveling tools. Never really realized how important having your rig leveled is. If you've ever spent a night sleeping with your head lower than your feet, you already know that leveling matters. Simple leveling blocks, wheel ramps, bubble levels that can make setup faster and far less frustrating are a help. They're inexpensive, they're easy to store, and can prevent unnecessary stress on your RV's frame and appliances. Many experienced RVers rank leveling equipment among the most important accessories that they own. Number two, a basic toolkit. Something's going to break, not might, it will. Cabinet latches, drawer slides, loose screws, water fittings, light fixtures, you name it. A compact toolkit containing screwdrivers, pliers, sockets, adjustable wrenches, a hammer, can solve dozens of problems before they become expensive repair bills. Most RV repair techs will tell you that a simple hand toolkit is one of the smartest investments an owner can make. And along those lines, number three, multi-tools. Every RVer should carry a good multi-tool. They're just handy. Whether you're tightening a screw, cutting a zip tie, opening a package, stripping a wire, or making an emergency repair, a quality multi-tool earns its keep over and over again. You know, Sharon has kind of a rule that everything in the rig has to do two things. It can't just do one. It's got to be multi-use. It's one of those items, and these multi-tools are one of those items that seem unnecessary until the moment that you need it, and then it's worth its weight in gold. You can keep them right there on your belt. Number four, water filters and water accessories. Water quality varies tremendously. We've talked about it here before. From campground to campground, it varies wildly. And a simple inline water filter can improve taste, reduce sediment, and help remove unwanted odors from your water. And add a pressure regulator, and you've got an inexpensive protection against one of the most common causes of plumbing damage in an RV. Some of the pressure at some of these parks is 100 pounds. Going to blow your lines out. Number five, emergency lighting. Every camper eventually experiences a power outage. And not just power outages, but when you're broken down on the side of the road. These lights can help with that too. Whether it's a campground issue, a storm, or simply a dead battery, having reliable light, lanterns, flashlights, rechargeable LED lights can turn an inconvenience into just a minor annoyance. Modern LED lights are brighter, lighter, and more energy efficient than ever before, and many excellent options can be found for well under $50. There's also the emergency lights. You can put instead of a flare, you can put them out before your rig on the side of the road, let people know that you're up there. It's especially important in the dark. Number six, wheel chocks. Don't buy these little whamby-pamby plastic chocks. You're holding back, 5 tons. Get one of those big, nice, I think Harbor Freight actually carries them. They're black, they're huge, they're heavy. Yeah, they're not glamorous, Nobody gets excited about wheel chocks, but wheel chocks may become the most important safety devices you'll ever buy. Their entire job is preventing thousands of pounds of RV from moving around unexpectedly. And that's money well spent in my book. Number 7, storage and organizational gear. You know, space in a rig is at a premium, especially the smaller one we're going to buy. Even the one we have now, heck, it's only 15 feet long. So space is at a premium, and collapsible bins, storage organizers, magnetic hooks, hanging organizers, compartment dividers, they can all work together to transform a cluttered shelf, drawer, or closet into something organized, useful, and efficient. And the beauty of it is that most organizational products cost very little money and deliver a huge improvement in your daily life. Many RVers report that organization products are among the most used accessories in their rigs. Number 8, sewer and water connection tools. Gotta have them. I know it's not everybody's favorite topic, but we all have to deal with the poo. When it comes to RVing, dealing with water and sewer systems is part of the lifestyle. Simple accessories can make hookups easier, cleaner, and more secure, and save a tremendous amount of aggravation. Leak-proof connectors, love this new one from Comco. It basically you clip on it right here, and it's got a suction thing that expands, so it seals the pipe, so you're not going to smell anything or get anything on you. So these simple accessories can make water and sewer hookups easier, cleaner, and more secure, and save a tremendous amount of aggravation. Leak-proof connectors, hose supports, adapters, cleaning tools often cost very little, but can dramatically improve the camping experience. Number 9, first aid and emergency supplies. You know, there's nothing like cutting yourself and then not having a Band-Aid. Most of us carry insurance. We carry roadside assistance. But do we carry a proper first aid kit? A compact emergency kit, emergency blanket, whistle, fire starter, basic medical supplies can be a lifesaver, literally, and make a huge difference when something unexpected happens. Experienced campers know that having emergency gear among their most valuable possessions is just a smart move. Number 10, I call this the make life better category. These are the little gadgets that don't necessarily solve major problems, but can simply make camping more enjoyable. Maybe it's a camp kitchen organizer. Maybe it's a portable fan. Maybe it's a cup holder or a camp light or a magnetic hook or a folding shovel. It's some clever gadget that you found at a camping show. It's going to save you time and aggravation. That's smart to me. The best camping tools are often the ones that make you smile and say, why didn't I buy this years ago? And at the end of the day, RVing isn't about having the most expensive gadgets. It's about making life on the road easier, safer, and more enjoyable. And as we've seen today, some of the best tools that you can own don't cost hundreds of dollars. In fact, many of the smartest RV purchases you'll ever make come in at under $50. So here's my question to you. What's the best RV camping tool that you've ever purchased? Doesn't have to be under $50, although you get bonus points for that. But what's the best tool, little gadget that you carry that really saves you time and aggravation? Please put your comments below, because sometimes the smallest investment delivers the biggest return. Let us know in the comments below, because sometimes the smallest investment delivers the biggest adventure. All right, we're going to have a link in the show links and on our Facebook page for all the tools and little gadgets that we've talked about in this episode. But there's some honorable mentions ones that I wanted to just briefly, quickly mention. Rechargeable electric air dusters. Important. Can use them for cleaning air conditioner and refrigerator coils and dash areas, whatever. Under $50. USB rechargeable arc lighters for lighting the campfire. Portable tire inflators. Wow, they've come a long way. Get a little one, blow up your truck tire. They are absolutely essential. Motion sensing rechargeable lights, great security. Put them outside. Anytime somebody comes by, the lights pop on and you know. Rechargeable neck fans. Wow. I actually used one last summer and I got one on order for this summer. Bluetooth meat thermometers. Got to hit that 165. Tiny thermal cameras. Now, this is kind of really interesting. Now you can buy these little thermal cameras and they hook up to your cell phone and they're great for finding insulation leaks, cold air leaks, checking your wheel bearings, your tires if they're overheating, your brakes if they're overheating. Check out those tiny thermal cameras. Water leak sensors. Wow. Yeah. Under the sink, by the toilet, near water pumps. They're becoming very popular. We'll let you know an alarm goes off anytime some moisture is detected. Smart. Magnetic phone mounts for tow vehicles. When you're taking video to send to mom and dad, you got these little things that can, man, they're tight. They don't move. And put your cell phone on them. I saw a picture of a guy had it hooked to his tow mirror. The phone was hanging out over the road as he was driving down the road. Rechargeable headlamp. Man, it's really, I couldn't believe that I've waited so long to have that. Got this on there, both your hands are free and you got plenty of light. And lastly, I think I mentioned this before, AI language translators. Now you can get them on your cell phone and they're pretty good, but they're also some real-time hard ones. You speak in English, it spits it back out in Spanish, French, German, whatever, and vice versa. He talks in Spanish, it translates and spits it out in English. Imagine going to a restaurant in Mexico and being able to order something good to eat, or talking to a campground owner in Quebec in French. Yeah. So there you have it, our roundup of the top RV and camping gadgets for under $50. I'm Tom for Out and About TV. In this week's trip report, we take a trip to the Crystal River National Wildlife Refuge. Swimming with sea cows. No, that's not my ex-wife. That's a sea cow. If you've ever dreamed of looking at a gentle giant directly in the eye while floating in crystal clear water, then Crystal River, Florida needs to be on your RV visit list. Located on Florida's Gulf Coast, about 90 miles north of Tampa, Crystal River is home to the world-famous Crystal River National Wildlife Refuge. Established in 1983, this unique refuge was created specifically to protect the threatened Florida manatee, making it one of the only national wildlife refuges in the United States dedicated primarily to the protection of manatees. And come to think of it, I think it's the only wildlife refuge in the nation that's dedicated to protecting a specific species. The refuge encompasses critical habitat around Kings Bay and the famous Three Sisters Springs, one of Florida's most beautiful spring systems. The springs maintain a constant temperature of around 72 degrees year-round, and creating a warm water sanctuary that manatees depend upon during the cold winter months. Now let's talk about the stars of the show, the manatees themselves. Often called sea cows, manatees are large aquatic animals related to elephants. They are completely herbivorous. They're completely vegetarian, spending much of their day grazing on aquatic vegetation. An adult manatee typically measures 8 to 10 feet and weighs between 800 and 1,200 pounds, although some individuals can exceed 14 feet and weigh more than 3,000 pounds. Despite their size, they're incredibly gentle creatures and are among the most peaceful animals you'll ever encounter in the sea. Every winter, when the Gulf waters become too cold, hundreds of manatees migrate to Kings Bay, seeking warmth from the springs. On a typical winter season, more than 600 manatees gather in the area, and during particularly cold periods, the numbers can approach 1,000. That makes Crystal River one of the largest concentrations of marine mammals anywhere in the world. And here's another thing that makes Crystal River truly special. It's one of the only places in Florida where visitors can legally swim and snorkel with wild manatees. It's under carefully regulated conditions, and it's fully monitored. There are definitely rules, so don't get too excited. You can observe them, you can float quietly near them and enjoy the experience, but touching, chasing, riding, or harassing a manatee is strictly prohibited. And I want to say it was like it's like with the dolphins. It's a $5,000 fine. Yeah, the Marine Mammal Act. The goal is to let these magnificent animals behave naturally while humans act as respectful guests in their underwater home. Most visitors begin their adventure with a guided boat tour, and after a short ride through Kings Bay, you'll slip into a wetsuit, a mask, and a snorkel, and quietly enter the water. Then comes the moment you'll never forget. At first, all you will hear is your own breathing, and then you'll see shadows. And then out of the blue-green water emerges a gray shape the size of a small car. Slowly, gracefully, a manatee glides past. You can see every whisker on its face and every scar that tells the story of a life spent navigating Florida's busy waterways. Sometimes they'll surface right beside you for a breath. Sometimes they'll simply drift below, resting peacefully in the warm spring water. It's an experience that's difficult to describe and impossible to forget. Even if getting into the water isn't your thing, the refuge offers plenty to see. The boardwalk at Three Sisters Springs provides spectacular views of the crystal clear spring system. During the winter months, dozens of manatees can often be seen from the viewing platforms. Kayaking and paddleboarding are also popular activities during portions of the year when the access restrictions allow. And the refuge isn't just for manatees either. The area supports bald eagles, osprey, wood storks, herons, egrets, and a wide variety of fish and other wildlife. For photographers and nature lovers, it can feel like stepping into a National Geographic documentary. What many people don't realize is that manatees face serious challenges. Boat strikes remain one of the leading causes of injury and death because manatees lack the thick blubber that whales and seals possess. They're also vulnerable to cold stress. When water temperatures drop below 68 degrees, that's a problem. And that's why a warm water refuge like Crystal River is so important to their survival. For RV travelers, Crystal River makes an outstanding destination. The area offers multiple campgrounds with lots of activities: fishing, kayaking, boating, hiking, and some of the best wildlife viewing in the state. It's a place where you can spend the morning snorkeling with manatees and the afternoon exploring spring-fed rivers. In the evening, relaxing beside your campsite as the sun sets over Florida's nature coast. So if you're looking for a trip that's part adventure, part wildlife encounter, and part unforgettable Florida experience, put the Crystal River National Wildlife Refuge on your list, because there aren't many places left where you can float quietly in crystal clear spring water and come face to face with one of nature's true gentle giants. And trust me, once you've looked into the eyes of a manatee, you'll understand why people come back year after year. When European sailors first arrived in the Caribbean and the waters around Florida centuries ago, many had spent months at sea with little contact with civilization. In poor visibility from a distance, a manatee surfacing vertically in the water while holding, say, a calf or lifting its flippers could appear vaguely human-like. They thought they were mermaids. The most famous account comes from no less than Christopher Columbus himself. During a voyage near what is now the Dominican Republic in 1493, Columbus recorded seeing what he believed were 3 mermaids. However, he wrote that they were, quote, not as beautiful as they are painted to be, because they had somewhat masculine features. Historians and marine biologists generally believe he was almost certainly describing manatees. Crystal River, Florida, and its National Wildlife Refuge, along with its large aquatic residents, provide a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Bring your mask and fins. Time now for this week's product review and FAQ. Let's face it, the most glamorous part of RV ownership. Let's face it, it's not the most glamorous part of RV ownership, but sooner or later, every RVer, every camper is going to have to deal with it. The black tank. The infamous black tank. Dun, 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 dun. For those new to the RV lifestyle, your black tank is the holding tank that collects all the waste from the toilet. Unlike your home plumbing, where everything disappears into a municipal sewer system. An RV stores its waste until you reach a dump station to empty the tank. Most travel trailers and motorhomes also have a separate gray tank that collects waters from sinks and showers. Proper black tank maintenance is critical. The biggest mistake new RV owners make is not using enough water when they flush. Remember, water is your friend. Plenty of water helps move waste through the tank and prevents the dreaded pyramid plug. A pyramid plug is a solid mound of waste that forms directly beneath the toilet when liquids drain away, but solids remain behind. Trust me, that's a problem you don't want to experience, because it hardens, and once it gets in there, it's difficult to remove. Another important tip is to dump only when the tank is almost reasonably full. A fuller tank creates a stronger flushing action and does a better job of carrying waste out of the system. Many experienced RVers wait until the tank reaches at least 2/3 before emptying. And that brings us to today's featured product, liquefied RV toilet treatment. Created by Matt Foxcroft of Matt's RV Reviews. I watched him for years, didn't even know he was in this business. Liquefied is designed to help break down waste and toilet paper inside your black tank. It reduces odors and helps keep tanks cleaner and your sensors more accurate. The product offers several advantages. Number one, odor prevention. This enzyme-based solution effectively eliminates those foul black tank odors. 2, waste liquefaction. The powerful formula liquefied solid waste and toilet paper, facilitating a smooth and easy dumping process. Sensor accuracy. Its cleaning capabilities help to remove years of buildup from sensors, leading to more accurate sensor readings of your black tank level. Environmental safety. The formula is environmentally sensitive and is safe for all septic systems containing no formaldehyde, and it's safe to use around pets and children. Also, it has number 5, a nice citrus fragrance. It smells nice. For liquefied, the idea is simple. Instead of allowing solids to accumulate and harden, liquefy works to turn waste into a more liquid state that's easier to flush from the tank. Simple. Products like this can help reduce odors, improve tank performance, and make the entire dumping process less laborious. Of course, no additive is a substitute for good tank habits. Use plenty of water, dump when the tank is full, thoroughly flush the tank after dumping, and avoid putting anything into the toilet that isn't designed for RV systems. If it doesn't come out of you, if it's not toilet paper, it doesn't go in. As RV owners often say, it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. Black tank isn't complicated. Just give it plenty of water. Keep the valve closed. That's vital. Keep the valve closed until you're ready to dump. And remember the golden rule of RV plumbing. The tank should contain more liquid than solids. Follow those simple rules and your RV toilet will probably never give you any trouble. Ignore them and you'll discover why experienced RVers have so many stories that begin with the words, well, this was fairly embarrassing. Here are the trailer toilet 10 commandments. Here are the trailer toilet 10 commandments. Rule number 1, water is your friend. Rule number 2, start with water in the tank. Number 3, only 3 things go in. Only 2 things go in. No, only 3 things go in. Water, stuff out of your body, and toilet paper. No wipes, no paper towels, no feminine products, no nothing. Number 4, use plenty of toilet paper. Use plenty of toilet paper, just use the right kind. Number 5, keep the valve closed. That is just so huge. Never leave your blank tank dump valve open. This is huge. Never leave your black tank dump valve open while connected to a sewer. I'll repeat that. Never leave your black tank dump valves open. If you do, liquids drain away, solids stay behind, and you got the dreaded pyramid. Number 6, dump black first and then gray second. Number 7, flush the tank after you flush it with fresh water. Number 8, don't trust your sensors. They're notoriously wrong most of the time. I mean, empty, full, empty, full. You never know, really. Black tanks are kind of like politicians. They are born to lie. Regular cleaning helps, but eventually every RVer learns to just estimate usage by experience. Number 9, ventilation matters. It's important to make sure that your roof vents remain clear. That helps reduce odors and improve your tank performance. And number 10, drum roll please, respect campground etiquette when it comes to dumping your black tank. Wear gloves, take your time unless somebody else is waiting behind you, clean up after yourself, and leave the dump station better than when you found it. Think of all of this as the RV version. Think of all this as the RV version of returning your shopping cart. I'm Tom for Out and About TV. Hey, thanks so much. Appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please like and subscribe. We need all the help we can get. We appreciate your support. We're looking for your ideas. Just send us an email. Everybody who sends us an email winds up getting entered into the contest for a free t-shirt, and also get you a Out and About Adventure Before Dementia sticker. How about that? Well, we're going to continue to cover the content creators in the RV. We're going to continue to cover the content creators of the RV channels, over 500 RV channels on YouTube. We're going to cover them. A lot of them don't want to come on and talk to us. I'm not quite sure why. We've always been supportive of other people's projects, and we'd like a little bit of support from you as well. And we'd like a little bit of support as well. So why they won't come on, I'm not sure, but we'll continue to ask them. We're going to continue to cover them, and we think it's kind of unique way to do it. And we also provide you a little bit of content that maybe you don't find anyplace else. And of course, we'd welcome your ideas as well. Summertime is underway. It's hotter than hell. Get out there and enjoy. Go see your old friend, Mother Nature. She's been missing you anyway. Been too long since you saw her. And we'll see you out and about. Hi, I'm Tom McAuliffe, and it's time for another episode of Out and About TV. I told you. Not my fault. It's your fault. I told you if we didn't have 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month, I was doing the whole show naked. Happy now?